Hi Pisces, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your money reading. We're just going to do a bonus reading. I don't know how many of the signs I'm going to get to before I start the August readings for everybody, so we'll see. But you guys get a reading. So here we go. We're going to look into all things finance, career, income, business, all that good stuff. We are first going to use our singing bowl to connect to each other as a collective, and then as a collective to spirit to receive the most accurate and relevant channeled message directly from spirit. So let's get into it. Pisces. Spirit, speak to me and through me regarding Pisces and their finances, their business, their income, all things money related, material world. 3 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. Okay, leaving something behind. This is a feeling of outgrowing something that was once really well suited for you, something that once paid you really well and was like your dream job even. You could have changed somehow, expanded, and now this just doesn't fit anymore. So you are walking away from it. You're leaving it behind. You are moving on to the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. All very, very, very good things. This doesn't have to be something that was really well suited for you. That is just an example. This could be something that was not that great, but it worked. It sustained you. It was what you needed at the time. But you're definitely leaving it behind. You are moving on to a situation where you're supported, where you have a team of people who are wanting to work with you, who are wanting to set you up for success, who are willing to invest in you, who are willing to listen to your ideas and bring them to life. If you have your own business, that's what you could be expanding into. It's possible that you were working in like a corporate position, or maybe not even corporate, but you were working under someone else and you are ready to be the boss. You're ready to be the one that builds the team, that does the hiring and the firing, and that can kind of mold the team and the atmosphere and the work environment around yourself and your vision and your ideas, and bringing what you have inside of you into the 3D, into the physical world via a team, having people that you can trust, that you can delegate to, lawyers, accountants, bookkeepers, assistants, all of the things that you need to run, to build, to create an empire, honestly, is what I'm seeing. This moon energy coming in really strong. There was a full moon a few days ago that could be having a really big impact on this situation, this 8 of Cups. If you'll notice, it's the same, well, it's actually the opposite. This one is waning versus waxing, or waxing versus waning, whichever way it goes. But this revelation that you could have had, maybe it was something that was kind of forced upon you. Maybe it wasn't even your own decision, but you're realizing that it's better for you if you let it go instead of trying to make it work, instead of trying to make it fit, instead of trying to force it when you know that it's not really what you want. You know that it's not where you're going to be long term. You're embracing it. I feel like this full moon had something to do with that revelation, had something to do with a situation that occurred that led to a disruption, something where you were asked to leave a position, or you saw something that you didn't necessarily like, so you left voluntarily. But what you're moving on to is like incredible. It is the most successful card in the deck. This is someone who has a very clear vision for their empire, for their businesses, and they're not afraid to get to those levels, to do the things that it takes to get to those levels. They're not afraid of sacrifice. They're not afraid of the hard work. They're not afraid of anything really. This is Aries energy. They just kind of ram through life, right? That's the energy that you are moving towards. I don't think this is another person. It could be someone that is presenting very Aries, very Emperor, someone who has a lot of money, who has a lot of businesses, like planes, helicopters, those kinds of things. That's the kind of person that this is. And I feel like once you leave behind whatever it is that is kind of making you feel small, making you stay small, not making you, but it's because it's not making you. You have a choice, but it feels like you were content where you were. It was like, this works for me. I'm making decent money. I like what I do. It has a lot of perks, but deep down, it's like you have this thing that's kind of gnawing at you. That's like ideas that want to come out of you, ideas for books, ideas for workshops, ideas for content. I don't know, whatever it is. It feels like there's a lot that's wanting to come out of you. And leaving whatever this is helping you to do that. It's okay. It's okay to be sad and mourn the loss of things, even when you are the one that decided to walk away from them, or even if you are the one who decided that you're not going to tolerate certain things anymore, or if, again, you were asked to leave a position. It's okay to realize it's for the best, to realize that there are better things on the horizon, know that everything is working out in your favor and falling into place, and still grieve it. Still mourn the loss of whatever that is. It could have been a very significant part of your life that you are now saying goodbye to, and it's okay to mourn that. Let yourself process however you need to process. Move through the emotions like you do so beautifully and gracefully. And then I was gonna say, you will come out the other side. Well, you can't see it. There we go. The sun. You will come out the other side just beaming, glowing, so radiant, so healthy, so vivacious. I feel like there's also a really big shift within this moon. It could be your lifestyle is even changing around leaving this position. Say it was an overnight job and now you are, instead of getting off at work at 4 a.m., you're waking up at 4 a.m. and starting your day, and so you're kind of developing a whole new routine. And I feel like as we move through Leo season, you are going to be doing things to upgrade your internal, and then kind of by proxy your external as well. But I see you just glowing and so magnetic to all kinds of opportunities and money and wealth and luxury and all of these things that you are so deserving of. And for whatever reason, they've been kind of held from you. Maybe you were under the impression that you had to earn them, that you couldn't handle it, that you're not ready for, that you don't deserve any. And all of those things could be true. It's just, I love this reading for you. We just got the Chariot fall out, and that is just the fastest moving energy in the deck. When you think about just overall timing of all of this, when it's all going to play out, I feel like you are just on like the brink of it right now. You are on the very this. You're like right here, and you've got all of this to kind of navigate through, and this is going to be kind of simultaneous in kind of processing these things. The moon might, as it goes through its phases, reveal even more and more. You might have things come up. You could be really good one day and then really sad the next. Again, allow yourself to feel and process your feelings however you're called to. This is the time to follow your instinct, follow instincts. There's multiple. Follow your gut. Your intuition. Really, really tap in. Try to tune out all of the other noise. If that means disconnecting from social media, if that means going in recluse mode for a little bit, do that. Do what you need to do to heal, to move through this, to process these emotions that are coming up in a healthy way. Don't stuff them down. Don't silence them. Don't poo-poo them away. Don't act like they aren't significant, because they are. And it's like, why wouldn't you want to move through them so you can then receive all this? Is what is waiting for you, and it's actually not even waiting for you. It's gonna kind of propel you into this, whether you're ready or not. You are ready, but it's not gonna wait for you. It's not gonna wait for you to kind of wallow in anything. It's like, and that's why I feel like all of this is gonna kind of happen simultaneously, and you may have really, really bright sunny days, and you may have really, really successful weeks and big months, whatever, and then you have just some really bad swings of sadness and maybe even guilt. I would say the sooner you can process and work through, heal, whatever you need to do with the guilt that you're carrying, the better. Let's see what else we have with our oracle decks. This is the spirit animal, I believe, oracle deck from Kim Carnes. Spirit, speak to me and through me to the Pisces collective regarding their income, their money, their business. What, in addition to everything that we just uncovered and received, do we need to know? What else is here for Pisces spirit? Ooh, we got two, and I'm going to take both. We got bat. Actually, I'm going to put bat right here. And we got cobra. I like it. Ooh, an oyster. This always reminds me of Vagine. Alright, spirit animal guidebook. Let's read about the bat first. I believe bat would be air energy. Actually, let's read about the cobra first, because it's fire and I'm already here. The camel is fire. That's pretty cool. I guess that makes sense because they are desert, but I would think earth. Anyways, pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? Are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When in balance, a student of life, humble, wise. When out of balance, a know-it-all, egocentric. To bring into balance, taking a class, study. Open yourself up to anything right now, I'm going to say. I really, really feel like you are in a space where anything is possible. You're kind of at this really interesting, sweet spot where you have a wealth of things to share, gifts, knowledge, talents, insights, and it's like you have all of this, but you don't necessarily have any outlet for it yet. And I feel like the opportunities to plug into the most amazing outlets you've ever plugged into are going to be springing up very, very soon. And it could be in really unexpected ways. It could be through going back to school, taking a class, getting certifications, seeking out a spiritual guide, some sort of teacher. Open up to that. Open up to starting your own business. Open up to traveling. Open up to really any possibility right now, because I really, really, really feel like anything is possible. The bat, darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. When in balance, accepts, adapts, adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go, reminisces. It's a lot of this. To bring into balance, watch the sunrise. Aww. That makes me a little bit emotional because the last 2 weeks maybe I've been really, really called to get up and watch the sunrise, and I've only done it a few times because I typically get up and go to work early or go to job sites, whatever, to do bids. Whatever. I'm usually up pretty early, but I don't like waking up that early because then it kind of sets up the tone for the rest of my day where I'm sleepy. But there have been a few times where I have gotten up and sat with the sun as he rose, and I've actually been kind of making mental notes of places around the city that I could go to actually watch it from the time it comes up over the horizon, because where I live, it's lots of old trees, so I can't really see the skyline and houses because I live in the city, but not in the city, but the city. Not in a tall building though, in a house. Too much info. Okay. So yes, open yourself up to the possibilities. Once you let go of and move on from this situation, it could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be both, it could be a house, it could be anything really, but strongly I'm getting relationship and job. And the two could be intertwined. Again, you could have built a business with someone and it's it doesn't really suit you anymore. It's just time for you to move on and do your own thing. And whether that's a comfortable thing to have to communicate with your partner and whether your relationship sustains through that or not is yet to be seen. But I feel like you're really closing the chapter on the situation, this person, the relationship, the whole thing. I feel like you're ready to move on from it. You're ready to expand out of it and experience all of this. And you are. Very, very soon. I love you all so very much, and I'm so excited to see what's coming for you guys. Enjoy it all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.